Okay, welcome guys. Today we just talk and talk and talk.
Okay lang yan. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Hello guys, welcome to our first video. We just thought na parang one day
Mm.
we'll do a podcast slash video thing, and today is that day, and we will try to make it fun for you guys. And by the way, my name is Dan.
And my name's Eman. And
And
like Dan said, it's our first video.
yes,
So obviously we don't really have a topic. It's just sort of on the spot.
yeah,
So it's just whatever we can think about, whatever flows,
yeah,
I guess.
true.
That's what we'll.
And yeah, we will try to make it entertaining for you guys, and then we will try to tackle some topics that it will just come in. And do you have any
Earlier,
earlier
actually,
what happened?
you were talking about love life. Obviously,
Okay,
that's
that's the best.
that's a very that's one of the first topics
yes,
that people
of
usually ask.
course.
As best friends,
Of course, yes.
that's something that people usually ask. People
Yeah.
tease.
Yeah, true.
People generally want to know about love life.
Mhm.
So that was what we talked about a little bit earlier. We didn't video it, but
Yeah,
why not? Why
Yeah,
not
why
have this
not?
as our
Start,
first
yeah.
conversation?
so everyone can relate.
So everyone can relate.
Also, love is general, and it's a broad thing to talk about. Not just like romantic love. We could talk about other love as well. No,
Like what other love?
I don't know. Think about it. Love is very very broad topic. But yeah, we will just focus on one part of that love, and then we just talk about like I just think about it like when we what happened?
No, it's just a dude behind us.
Hello, dude.
He was looking at the car. I was like, what?
Oh, maybe he likes your car, man.
No, bro, my car's ugly.
No.
Speaking of cars, all right, we'll come back to the topic of love.
Okay.
I just got an idea. If you, at your current state, right now,
In my current state,
like
yes.
as your, in your current financial status,
Yeah.
if you were to buy a car, what would be the ideal car that you would buy?
Oh, okay. For me, when I'm thinking about buying my very first car, I don't want it to be something that I will sell in the future. Like I would sell like after a year or two. I want that car to be with me until like maybe until that car won't be able to be used anymore.
Like a one and done.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Or like one and done, and then another one.
no car is one and done though.
Yeah, I mean like if you try to maintain it until you know, it will last.
Yeah, but
For
I feel like
me,
cars are one of those things that you buy one,
mm-hmm,
you'd be like, oh, I love it.
yeah.
And then after three months,
3 months,
you're
yeah.
just like, you see another car in the road, you'd
Yeah,
be like,
it's like,
damn, I want
"Ooh,
that
yeah,
one.
Yeah, you want that one.
You
yeah.
know?
True.
And then you're just like, oh. But then you bought your car.
Yeah,
And obviously, once you drive off the parking lot, 40% of the value disappears.
yeah, true.
So once that happens, and you see another car, then you just regret everything.
No, yeah. I mean, like at some point in your life, you will think about it. But for me, if I do that, of course, I will lose interest in my in the car that I bought.
Of course.
Yeah,
That
but
happens after like 3
yeah,
months.
I mean, I think it happens for everyone. But the thing is, like what we're talking about earlier about love. If you love that car, you'll stick to that one. I mean, like, and I mean, for me, when I bought a car, I don't treat it as a thing. I treat it as one of like a part of your family. My dad have a name for our cars.
What?
Yeah, I mean like not real names, but the model, and we don't call it like just a thing, but like we have like the aqua. Oh,
Oh yeah,
so
but that's the model name. That's not a
just a model
name.
name, yeah,
But
but
it's
we
not the
just
name
call
for
it
the car.
like that, but we don't treat it like a name thing.
Huh?
Is it how you say it? Like when you I mean, obviously that's the name of the car, the model. But for us, we just don't treat it as a model of the car. We treat it as like that characteristic of the car, like for our XB, our Auris.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like yeah. I mean, basically, we just treat our car like a person. So for me, when I bought that car, I said, I'll live with this car until you cannot drive in that car anymore. So when I bought that car, I don't. Maybe you can say it's kind of extravagant. Na you bought like a very expensive one,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I did buy it for like you know, expensive one. But what I said to myself, I'm gonna use that car until it's not be usable anymore, and I will not change it. But how about you?
I feel like we have two completely different mindsets,
Yeah, yeah, true.
and I
You're more on technical, eh?
well, I wouldn't say I made a mistake with
Yeah,
this car.
yeah.
Obviously, like I have this car, I like this car, it's
Mm-hmm.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, when we first bought the car, my first thought was just I wanted a car,
Yeah,
right? But obviously, I like I know nothing about cars, but I want something that looks decent,
true.
right? So obviously, I'm on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm just like,
Look
oh, this
around.
is nice, this
Yeah.
is nice, that's nice, and then it was kind of a rushed buy. This one,
Oh,
like I
okay.
just saw it on, gosh, I forgot the name of the
I think it's
Value Motors.
yeah, Value Motors.
So I saw it on the Value Motors website, and it arrived the day before I looked on the website,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, this is the one.
Yeah,
But obviously, it's because I couldn't buy the other ones that I saw.
the one that you really like.
Yes, a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more of like I wanted like my first dream car
Yeah.
was a Honda Civic.
Oh yeah, true.
You know, I was just
Yeah,
like I wanted a Honda Civic
you
because it
wanted that
looks
one.
sporty. It
Yeah,
apparently is
that's. I mean, like,
good.
yeah,
But
like,
then I was like, I didn't get the chance to buy it.
yeah.
So I had to, in my mind, I was like, oh, I need to get something similar,
Mm-hmm.
or at least like the similar body size or anything
Mm-hmm.
like that. And this car was sort of like an impulse buy.
Oh, I
You know, it's
see.
just like, yep, I want to buy this. And then a few months later, I saw other cars, and I'm just like, damn,
Yeah, earlier
I
just
should have bought that one. I
yeah,
upgraded the head unit straight away.
true. Yeah.
I bought it, and then I was like, I need a new head unit. So I put a new screen on my car. Obviously, you guys can't see it, but I put a new screen like
Yeah.
2 weeks after I bought it.
How much? 500. Yeah. Yeah, that's why.
So I bought the car,
Yeah,
and then I put a new head unit straight away, and then straight after it was like cool. I was like, yo,
that's very
I have a
nice.
nice
Yeah,
screen,
yeah,
and then a few weeks to a few months later, I saw so many new cars come into Value Motors,
yeah.
and then I saw so many new cars come into Facebook Marketplace,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all around the same price as what I bought this car for.
But it's a
And I
new
was like,
one.
damn. So
True.
my mindset is sort of like I just bought this car as a
Yeah.
placeholder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're planning to
To sell
buy
it.
a new one and then
Oh,
sell this one.
100%. 100%, yeah.
I mean,
We'll
yeah,
sell it
that's
first.
that's why, yeah, like what you said, we have a
We have
different.
different mindset. Your one is
mindset.
just like you buy it and then
Yeah,
that's it
I live with it.
until it
Yeah.
breaks.
That's why before I buy the car, I really think about it, where I'm gonna use it, how how am I gonna use it, you know?
Mm.
And for me, I'm like a simple minded. Like if I buy that car, that's it. That's for me. I will stick to it even if I saw like a newer ones. I mean, yeah, I will definitely love to buy those, but especially when I say, oh, that's really nice. No, that's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but when you look at your car, as long as you're as long as usable, then use it. But for you, I mean, like, yeah, maybe that works because like this car is not. I mean, it's really good, but
Wait, let me get
I know
something.
your personality. You're
Wait,
you're
wait,
you're,
wait,
you're
wait,
more on
pause,
like
pause.
okay,
Wait, I want to get this straight.
yes,
I'm not materialistic in
no,
terms of
no,
these
no.
things.
Of course,
I
yeah,
mean, obviously, it's great to have a nice car, but I'm very content with
yeah,
this car. It's just that obviously I am trying to save up
yeah,
for a nicer car,
yeah.
but I sort of have a similar but not exact same mindset where it's
Mhm.
just like even if I have enough saved for a new car, I'll probably wait until something major happens with this car
With
that
this
I
one,
just like I need to get rid of it
yeah,
because obviously financial situations right now isn't the
true.
best. So even if I save up for a new car, it's more of just like I can buy a new car
Mm-hmm.
if I save up for it,
If you want
but
to, you can buy it.
but is it really worth it?
Yeah, that's why there's something.
You know?
Is it really a need or is it just a want?
Oh, it's 100% a want. It's not a need. Like I have a
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
It
That's right. That's
runs.
right. So that's definitely a want.
Yeah, it gets me from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Nothing's broken on it except air conditioning.
Yeah, true.
But let's be honest, we're in Wellington,
Yeah.
you know, for anyone who cares. We're in Wellington and it's always cold, whether it's summer, winter, it's still
Autumn, yeah,
cold.
it is
So
still
I
cold.
don't need air conditioning
Yeah.
ever.
You just open the
So
window and that's it.
you just open the window and that's it, you're set. So I don't need to get the air conditioning on this car fixed.
Yeah. So yeah, I
But
mean like if you really want to buy a car for those like who's listening to it and then thinking of like buying one, try to examine it. I mean,
don't
try.
follow our examples.
Yeah, I mean like for us, we're just. I mean like we don't regret it. I mean we live with it, but we're how you call that one? Some at some point we still want to like if we can change it, we will.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow. Okay.
very easily distracted. I mean, I think that's anyone,
Yeah.
right? If you have
Yeah.
a car, you're always gonna see something better.
True.
It's like
But that shouldn't be. You
there's
shouldn't follow
always
that.
yeah. It's like the what is it? What do they call it? Like they say comparison is the thief of joy,
True. That's a
right?
good one. Yeah.
So you know they say like
If you
it doesn't matter in what area it is. Your car, your house, your talents.
Yeah.
If you're skilled in one area, there's always gonna be someone better,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna be like them.
If you always compare yourself to other thing or other people, definitely you will not find happiness.
Well,
I mean like
depends who
it
you're comparing
is.
yourself to.
I mean like I mean like not exaggerated in an exaggerated way. Maybe you can compare and you will get motivated to be better. That's a positive side of it, you know.
Yeah.
But if you just compare and then you're just like always complaining and complain like, oh, why am I not like that? Why am I like this? You know, that's a bad side of it. That's why,
So it's mindset.
yeah, it's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
How you will be really like approach things once it comes like maybe it's your that's how it works for you. Like that's your attitude. You like to compare. Like yeah, I mean like it's not there's nothing wrong with it. And for before you buy something, you're gonna compare it to other stores, and then you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy the other one because it's much cheaper." And that's
Oh, dude, I'm great at that.
yeah,
I'm
that's why I
so
say
good at that.
yeah.
I'm so
You
good
like to
at,
bargain,
like,
eh?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm
So
so good at going into stores. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm so good.
yeah,
I'm
like,
actually decent
yeah.
at going into stores.
I can testify on that.
And
You're
and,
really
and
you'll like stay on that store for 3 hours just to bargain.
oh, no. It's not just that. It's more of like, I like completely on the same topic but different topic. I like how we just completely moved away from the topic of love.
Why?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
We
I
can
mean,
come
like,
back to
that's
it.
why.
But
That's why
anyways,
it
on the
comes in.
topic of the stores, right?
Yeah.
What I do, and obviously for anyone listening or anyone who actually watches this
Yes,
video,
who's gonna watch?
don't
Please
take me as a good example. But
At least you know.
but what I do, right,
Yes.
is sometimes you look online and there's the same item in different stores.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna buy a let's say a watch,
Yeah.
because I like
Yeah,
watches.
you like watch.
Right?
I knew it. You're gonna come on the watch.
I was either gonna say a watch or like an instrument,
Yeah, true.
like
yeah.
a guitar or something.
Yeah.
So let's just say a watch, right? Let's just say you find a watch at a store
Mm-hmm.
and they're selling it for $800. Well, let's just say $1,000,
Okay.
right? So obviously, in the store, in the initial store, you'd be like, "What's the best price you can give it?" Because obviously, if you talk to the right employee, they'll be like, "I can discount it for you for like 5%, 10%, 15%, or whatever," right?
Yeah.
And then you bargain with them there, and then you'll be like, "Okay, I'll think about it." You go to another store. So let's say they discount it to 900
900.
from 1,000, right? And then now you have it at 900 from that store. You go into another store and say, "Hey, they offered me $900 for this
Okay.
one," and obviously that store would have it for 1,000 as well, because the price shouldn't
market
change,
on the market,
right? So one store will have it for 1,000, another store will have it for 1,000. You bargain 900 for that store. You go to another store, and you're like, "Hey, they gave it to me for 900," and they'd be like, "What's the best price you can give it to me?"
Yeah.
And then obviously, as people want to sell, they
Yeah.
want to get the sale rather than another store because it's competitor,
Yeah. True.
right? So what you do there is you ask them, "What's the best price you can give it?"
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll drop it. They'll be like, "Oh, we can give it to you for 900 as well." So now you have two 900 offers. Or maybe someone would be like, "Yeah, we'll give it to you for 850."
Yeah.
You know, so they dropped it down
Drop
even
it
more.
even more.
So you can do that as many times as you want in as many stores, as long as you have many stores that have it.
Yeah.
And then eventually you'll get to a price that like, yep, you can just take it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Or for example, you go to a store, $900 from 1,000. And then the other store, you'd be like, $900. They match it, $900. You go back to the original store and say, "Hey, they also gave it for 900." Then you can go back to them and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we can give it to you for 900 plus a watch box."
Yeah.
Or
There's
something
an
like
extra
that.
add-on.
There's an extra add-on. So you can do it that way.
True.
Obviously, again, don't take me as an example. Maybe it's not the best thing to do.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
probably
like
just
not all the
expose myself.
time. Not all the time you can do that, but this is a good advice as well. If you really want to be practical, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong to bargain and try to like find the best price for you and best option for you.
Obviously.
So you can
yeah.
take it in a good way, but don't take it in a bad way.
I just expose myself to anyone who watches. So
That's not me.
if
I didn't ask
anyone-
for this.
if anyone is in New Zealand and sees me around in town,
Yeah.
I just expose myself.
Yeah. I'm gonna edit it. Just kidding.
Yeah, just edit it out. Just forget that I said any of that. Actually, that's so bad. Imagine, like, imagine someone from like a New Zealand store
And then they
just sees like
Oh,
this
true.
video,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, and then they see me in store.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, I'm screwed.
Oh, just hope this video doesn't get a lot of views.
It's our first video. It's fine. We're chilling.
We're chilling.
We're
With no one's
I
gonna go
hope
to it.
no store in New Zealand sees
But
this.
that's not wrong. You can do that. It's your right
No,
as
no,
a
yeah,
as,
yeah,
a,
yeah.
as a customer.
Mm,
But
yeah.
it's not for everyone. For me personally, I cannot do that. I mean, I
can
can.
teach you.
You can teach me, of course, but that's not my personality. So it still depends on the personality of the person. Even though
So you'd buy it at full
People.
price.
I will ask for like a discount, but if they give me the discount, then I'll be happy. If they said, "Oh, I can give you like a 5-10% discount."
Rich kid, you know?
No, not,
Rich kid stuff,
No, not really.
you know?
It's
It's just
more-
like he doesn't- you
more
don't-
of
you
like
don't care
a
about the
shy.
price.
Nah, it's
Nah,
more
nah,
of
nah,
like
it's
a
rich
shy
kid
price.
stuff, you know?
You're the rich kid stuff, man.
What do you
You-
think I'm asking for discounts, bro? You think
Yeah,
I'm rich?
so you can start justify your spending. For real, you can say, "Oh, but it's 1,000, but I get it for 800, 850." So yeah,
That's what I did.
you still spend, bro.
That's what I did for one of the
But for me, I
watches.
don't spend.
You
So when I spend-
Whoa, wait, pause.
I do spend, but when I spend, not like big. But when I do spend, maybe the moment.
Wait, pause.
I'm
Pause.
doing
You say you don't
camera.
spend, bro. Honestly, you tell us, oh, you're broke. I'm broke.
Yeah, I'm always broke.
And then,
Broken hearted.
see, we'll go back on the topic of love for that one.
Yeah,
You
of
always,
course.
you always say,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm broke. And then the
Yeah.
next day you'd be like, oh, I just bought this new camera lens. How much was it? $700.
I never said that.
Or so, whatever, bro.
I never said that. I never did.
Bro, you have the most expensive gear.
No, I don't think so.
Do you not?
Yeah, I don't have a expensive gear.
Your camera.
Yeah, it's not that expensive. Yeah. For real. There's much more expensive. I mean, like, I won't say it's cheap, but
Oh yeah, there's always gonna be.
I mean, like, in terms of like camera gears and camera stuff, what I bought is not there yet. When you say
well,
expensive,
yeah.
but when we're talking about now, yeah, maybe you'll think about it that expensive. That's why it's really expensive hobby.
I guess we both have expensive hobbies. Eh?
Yeah, you have your watch. I have my camera gear.
I have my what?
lenses. Your watches.
Yeah, but you're also getting into watches.
Maybe once, twice.
Yeah, you just bought a watch.
I'm gonna buy another watch.
Yeah, see, you just
But
bought
not now. Maybe
no.
another 5 years.
No, that's a lie.
No.
That is a lie. That
3
is-
years.
No, that's a lie, bro. Next year or late this year,
No,
you're
I
gonna have a
cannot.
new. No.
Because I'm buying camera stuff, so I couldn't
No.
buy watches. I'm gonna buy lens as well.
I'm coming back with another watch
Of course you are.
from Canada.
Of course
I
you
am
are.
coming back with another watch.
Of course you are.
It's going to happen.
Was it gonna be Rolex? And
No.
10K?
No, I can't afford that.
See?
No, Rolex is no longer 10K.
What?
Rolex is
5K.
like
More than 5K.
Rolex
Rolex, yeah.
for 5,000.
Yeah.
Where are you getting Rolex for 5,000?
Ah, okay. More expensive than 10K.
Yeah.
2023, something like that. 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I first looked at
maybe second hand.
maybe
Free love. Yeah, free love ones.
maybe from like 545.
Yeah.
That could be an idea. I might look at the Rolexes there or whatever.
Ah,
And then
that's.
all my money's gone
I
again.
mean, like for me, I don't really. I don't know how to reply on those things 'cause I cannot relate. Like, how come you're gonna buy?
Wait. Your camera is worth more than my watches.
So how much you spend for your whole entire watches? Just roughly. Don't say the exact one, because we don't want to expose ourselves. We don't want to.
No, not in the first video. How much did I spend on all the watches?
Yeah, on all the watches, like everything, even the watch packs.
What about? Nah, you're not counting the watch.
Yeah, of course, accessories. That's part of the spend that you did.
No, you don't count the watch.
No, I'm
box.
gonna count that one. You need to count that one. That's part of the thing.
I'd say close to 4.
Close to 4.
Close to 4. Not quite at 4, but close.
Haha.
How much is your cameras and your lenses and everything?
Everything. I think close to 4 as well.
Point proven. Point proven.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
How many watches do I have?
How many watches do you have? I don't know. But don't ask me.
Yeah, you have one camera.
Yeah, I have one camera. How many do you have?
Camera?
No, watches. 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a lot.
But a lot of them is either given to me
Or you bought it like
or
for
bought it for cheap. I have
cheap.
two. I have 2 watches that have a little bit of value, but they're not the watches that hold their value. You know, like I spent a little bit on them, but I wouldn't say, like, if I were to sell them again, I'd 100% lose money. I'd lose like 50% of it.
Yeah, so
They're not- they're not-
doesn't retain the value or
Yeah,
like
they're not
increase.
investment watches.
Yeah, like
I'm
for you,
yet
you treat
to-
it as investment. Eh?
No,
Well, for my gears, I treat it as an investment as well. I might do photography or videography. So I
well, here's
already
your first
created.
video.
Yeah, I'm editing this one.
I
So,
know
I-
nothing
I'm-
about editing, so that's all on this
Yeah,
guy.
I'm gonna.
He's the pro.
That's why I'm investing. I'm even thinking about buying lights. Lights. stands, tripods, mat box. That's a lot, man.
A what?
Mat box is like a LCD screen
For what?
for the camera, so you can see it much better
But,
when you're doing
for
video.
what?
Hmm?
For what?
For videos.
Or like for what we're doing?
No, no, no. For not. Well, for like, I'm a hobbyist. I'm not professional. I'm more on like just wanna be one.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
You never know. But
One day.
what I'm saying is, once I'm saying I'm good but once I'm become decent on doing that, it's a good job. It pays a lot. It
In New
pays a lot.
Zealand.
Yeah, in New Zealand and around the world, you can you
Yeah,
can you
around
can
the world, yeah.
yeah you can diverse yourself in other country as well. You don't stick on one place because that's
Well,
how
so let's
how it
say you
works.
become pro
Yeah.
and you start earning an income based off your camera.
Mm.
You're just gonna leave me?
Of course, man. You're gonna leave me as well
For what?
for her. Expose. Hey.
Alright, guys, we're back on
If
the
you're
topic of love.
listening, if you're listening,
We're back on the topic of love.
this guy. Don't click it. It's gonna ano sa video. Batang to. So back on that love topic. Okay. Let's talk about anong ganda pagtato.
You said you're brokenhearted. Alright? I'm not letting that slide.
Okay. I'm
Go on.
broken hearted. Broken money, broken wallet. I'm broken a lot. Broken knees. Broken
Broken knees.
my heart. Okay. Heart is over here. Okay, let's talk about how do you handle the breakups?
Play Valorant.
Play Valorant. Don't
Play Valorant.
be
Play
more
Valorant.
be more
And
be
then
more real.
lose on Valorant. And then when you lose on Valorant,
You buy battle pass.
no. Okay, let's say you get brokenhearted. Let's say
Yeah.
you get brokenhearted, right?
No, be for real. Not like something like that. How do you handle breakups? Not something like Valorant stuff like that. That's silly, bro.
No, honestly, I'd probably just like play games just to like get my mind off it.
So you're saying you're just gonna do something to distract yourself from thinking about it?
For the first little bit,
Yeah.
probably. But over time, I don't think there's like a. Let me think about this.
So how do you
I
handle?
don't think
Yeah.
there is a specific way to get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it happens naturally
True.
and over time. You know how they say like, is it time? Like time heals,
True. Yeah.
or something like that. It's more of a. There's no, at least that I know of. I don't know of anything like a tactic or
Always
a way that you can do specifically
do
to move on
much faster.
or to get over someone, I
Yeah.
guess. Or like
I thought you can say that.
that happened naturally.
True. Eh?
I didn't do anything.
I think that's the best. Yeah, it's best when you're moving on.
Yeah,
I mean, but what you gonna do? Are you gonna forgive that person?
obviously.
Because yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
when you if you cannot forgive that person, of course you cannot totally move on. You might forget about it,
You know they say,
but
right?
yeah,
Forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for you.
for yourself. Yeah,
It's for
true.
you to move on. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the tactic.
True. Oh, that's good.
Maybe
Yeah.
that is the tactic.
That's a good one. Yeah, we
Maybe.
could say that there's a if you want to
Maybe.
move on, forgive that person for your own benefits.
That could be a tactic.
Yeah.
How about you?
About me?
What's your
So you already said one of them,
okay.
and for me the other one, love yourself. Forgive yourself and love yourself. Sometimes we tend to like, I don't know, maybe for a lot, we tend to like blame ourselves for those breakups. When
Oh,
we're
100%.
yeah, we can say,
Oh,
oh,
100%.
you say, oh, I did
That's
this, I did that,
such human nature.
and you're gonna harm yourself in many ways. Some other
Maybe
people,
not to that extent, but yeah.
yeah, for other people, I'm not saying us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, but like what you said, forgive yourself and love yourself. But for me, too much love. That's why I gain fats. Too much love, man.
You love yourself too much.
Yeah, I love myself too much. Yeah, but yeah, so love yourself first. Forgive yourself, and then love yourself, and still love those people that hurt you as well. Because if you don't know how to love yourself, definitely you will be broken. You will destroy yourself. You will do a lot of dumb things.
Facts.
No.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the best advice we can give you guys. We're not
We say
love expert.
we say we. You can give.
I can give and you can give.
I don't have any advice.
You already gave one.
What's my advice?
Forgive yourself.
No, I said forgive the other person.
Forgive the other person for yourself.
What?
For your own benefits, right? You forgive the person, so you forgive yourself as well for whatever happened. Ano nangyari? Where's my phone? What the heck?
Guys, he's lost his phone.
It just, oh goodness sake. Anyways, continue. While
This is not financial.
I'm financial advice.
This is
This is not financial
this
advice. Oh
is
my
not
goodness.
relation. Like he just dropped his mic. By the way, this guy's invested, right? We've like we said, this is our like an idea that we had, just to like sit, chat, just whatever happens, and then make a video and whatever. And we haven't made a first video,
Yeah.
but this guy's already invested.
That's why
You have already
I
spent.
love
money.
my crap. That's why.
He's bought mics already.
Mike's just one.
I have a mic on me.
Oh, that's one bundle. So it's just one.
Yeah, but it's our. We have. This is the first time, and you've.
I
bought a
don't
mic.
care.
See, rich kid, bro, must be nice.
Must be nice. Must be nice. Must be nice, eh?
What?
Being rich and have a love life.
Whoa, pause.
Eh.
Pause.
Anong post? Walang post dito.
It's not
Banatang kita
true.
eh. Asan na yung cellphone ko? Ito pala, sa gilid. Anyway, back to the topic. So yun yung best advice that we can give.
You can give.
I can give, and then
Yes.
okay, when you say maybe I'm wrong about it, so that's my
I
advice.
don't really
Forgive
have-
yourself and love yourself. How about you?
I don't really have advice. I'm probably not the right person to give advice.
I mean, like you can still give a word of wisdom. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, you don't have to be pro or you don't have to
You know,
be good.
we'll come back to it because honestly,
no,
I
don't-
can't think of anything.
We're gonna tackle this topic now. Just nothing.
Best
there's no-
advice to move on.
Yeah. Play Valorant.
No. Don't play Honestly, don't play Valorant. It actually just like ruins your whole mental.
True.
Like
Instead
From
of
someone-
like
from someone who plays Valorant.
instead of like
Oh my god.
you spend more, you stress more.
Yeah.
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 So
Like-
what can you give as an advice to those people who are listening? If you are listening, if they're gonna watch this video, what are you gonna say?
To move on.
To move on. Yes. Not easy way, but what can you like at least make them
Oh, this is gonna be the
Realize.
most basic thing that everyone's gonna say.
yeah.
But honestly, just focus on yourself.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Like, there's people out there.
Yeah.
Like I know people who's done this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're watching,
Yeah.
careful.
Please watch
But
watch
what
his-
people do is they go into a phase where they just date.
Oh, true.
Do you get what I mean? So they get they
To fill
they
those
break they break up with someone
Yeah.
and then they just go, like, from, let's just say, from a guy's perspective, they just go girl to girl to girl to girl to girl.
Mm,
They just jump, date girl, date another girl,
mm.
and so on, just to fill that gap.
So yeah, let's
So
say feel that
don't,
hole, that missing part in your
yeah,
heart.
don't do that,
True, don't do
because
that.
it's not gonna make anything any better.
Gonna make it worse, bro.
It just makes you into an F boy.
Yeah,
But
make you look bad.
honestly, just make yourself a better person. Let's say, even if you're not the one at fault,
Yeah,
just improve yourself.
true.
That's what everyone's gonna say. So I think it's just the same advice going
But
around.
it's still a good one. I mean, like when everyone said it, maybe that works. You know.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. Focus on yourself. Focus on your craft. For me, I'm focusing on my hobby, camera. This guy focusing on his collections. Yeah, you have a lot of collection. 13 watches, bro. So, anyways, yun. So focus on yourself, and that's it.
Yeah.
Focus on yourself, and how you gonna elaborate? That's it. Just focus.
do what, how do you word that? Do what makes you happy. You know?
Yeah, it's a
Like,
good
for
one.
example,
That's a good one.
this guy loves cameras, photography,
Yes.
videography,
Yep.
all that stuff. So don't let, like, that type of stuff, like, what is it called? Like, breakups? Like, heartbrokenness or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't
I
let
haven't
that.
experienced those. Why?
That's a
Why.
lie. That's a lie and a half.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I'm
don't
not
let
really.
don't let that stuff, like, take you away from the things that you love doing. You know?
Mhm.
So when I say that, it's more of just keep doing the things that you like to do, that brings you joy, that brings you happiness. Stay around the people who make you happy and stuff like that. And then eventually, like I said, over time, there's no, like, specific method, but over time, you'll move on, I guess.
Yeah, like what you
I
said
don't know.
from the start. It's you will be healed in time.
That's probably the most basic thing that anyone,
But that's true. I mean, like
like,
if you really want to, I mean, like you cannot avoid breakups. Of course,
yeah,
you'll meet someone and then you thought, oh, that's the person is for you. But you we're still young, and some of you that are watching might be younger. So don't you know don't
yeah,
think about it
we're
too
not that
much.
old though.
We're not that old, but we can still give advice to those younger than us that have a love life and not me. I don't have one. Please give me one char. But anyways,
Never know.
yeah, yeah. Just take those advice in a good way, please, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
that's all. That's all we can
But
give an advice.
for anything that we've chatted about today, whether, what do we talk about?
Watches, cameras, hobby.
Hobby.
Yeah,
What else did we talk about?
love life, heartbreaks.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, well, I forgot already.
okay. I'm just
But-
gonna watch it back again.
But
and when we're done.
whatever we've talked about today, none of it is advice, like
It's
proper
true.
advice.
None of it is true.
There's some truth. It's up to you guys to figure it
Yeah,
out. But
we're just
whatever we
sugarcoating
talked about
it.
today, it is not advice. It is just us talking.
Yeah, that's
Right?
what I'm
If you
saying
want to
from
take,
the very
if no, because
very first part of this video. We're just talking about ourselves, what we can, whatever comes, right?
yeah, this guy's headlights are unbelievably
Yeah, I
bright.
know. What I'm trying to do. Say, what's this guy doing inside the car?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so there's a lot to talk about love and stuff like that. But move on to the next one. So it's still about love.
What's the next topic regarding love?
Okay, so how do you say or how do you know that you love that person?
Oh,
You know?
oh,
Yeah. So
shots.
how do you I mean like not consider, but how how or how you say that one? How would you really say that you love that person? Because we have like that, like we have that affection to that person, but is it genuine love?
Well, like and love is two different things.
Yeah, like and love is two different things, but it started with liking that person. But how would you say that you love that person? Because you can say I love you, you can say I like you, easy. But how will you say that you love that person? I already have an answer, but
Go
I want
answer
you to
first. No, no,
start first now. I want you to start first because I
answer
want to
first.
hear
No, 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 no.
I want to hear your.
Because I don't have an answer yet.
Yeah, well, think about it. We have a lot of time. I can edit it.
No, 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 no.
So
No, you
my
first. You
one
first.
is very basic. I mean, if you hear it, I probably will say, "Oh, that's easy."
Okay, say it.
Okay, so for me, when you consider that you love that person, or when you not consider, but when you feel that you really love that person, easy. You'll accept whoever she or he is. You know what I mean? Even though she have flaws, she have red
Okay, okay.
flags, red flags, green flags. So maybe when you're in a relationship, maybe you guys started not as definitely still it's not there yet. It's not, you cannot call. I mean, you can call it relationship, but you cannot call it love yet because you're still trying to know each other. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You definitely see or hear a lot of like, for you it's a red flag. Like what we hear before, oh, this person pala is uh when using a toothpaste, you just squeeze it. But I don't like that kind of like attitude. But when you love that person, even those flaws, even those bad side of that person, you still accept her because you love that person. And another one, when that person did something wrong to you, not bad, but just something wrong, we don't we will not try to like put that person in blame, like, oh, you did this to me, you did that to me. But you forgive that person, not easily, but you talk about it to her or to him, but you're more open, you're more calm than being too harsh. Is that what you call? But yeah, so yeah, when you love someone, hirap mag English pre.
I just
So yeah, for me, when you love that person, you'll accept whoever that person is. His her red flags,
so
her bad side, her attitudes. Cause and also when you love someone and if you guys love each other, you'll try to find like the center point of your lives together, relationship together. Because you have to guys agree, oh, this is me and this and that is you. You'll try to like find an agreement. If you say, if you think about it, you'll find an agreement like, oh, I cannot change my attitude that way, but I can be better, and you should, you know, be better as well for the sake of your relationship.
mm-hmm,
So that's why love is connection.
mm-hmm,
That's why love is forgiveness.
mm-hmm.
Love is expensive. Yeah, so it's something like that. So for you, what do you think love? When will you consider that, or not consider? When will you think that you love that person, or how will you say that
You
you love
know,
that person? Ang hirap pag English pre.
it's training.
Ayoko
um,
na.
I think I'd agree with what you say because
Of course you have to.
no, 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 wait, wait.
Okay.
Not they say, but love is unconditional.
Oh.
That's what you're trying to say, right? So
Yeah, maybe.
no
But that's
matter
you, yeah.
no matter what, right? That's why you have like what you said, the forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you accept them for what they are, who they are,
Yeah.
and everything. Because obviously people have flaws, people do bad things. When it comes to
Yeah.
relationships, you're gonna hurt someone, you're gonna hurt each other, but obviously not intentionally, but
True.
you're gonna hurt each other. That's inevitable,
Yeah.
right? But also, it's what you do with what your situation is,
Yeah.
right? If you're just gonna fight, chuck it under the rug, and then never talk about it and never like let it go, that's gonna pile up.
True.
So love, like you said, is like open communication.
Mm-hmm.
It's accepting them for who they are,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just unconditional,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Like no matter what happens, you'll love this person, and obviously their love for you is
Yeah.
also unconditional, right? So that's like when you know you love someone, I guess there's no clear indicator.
Yeah.
There's no clear sort of thing that like, yeah, I love this person, you know? Love is sort of like, I would say my wording here is terrible, but it's more of like you'll just, it's natural.
Yeah. True.
It's very
It
natural.
it
Like you
comes
you just
naturally.
love
Yeah.
someone like
Because you can learn to love someone as
mm.
well. But it can.
My wording is absolutely horrific.
Nah. Yeah. I
But
agree. I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. Continue.
what do you mean you agree?
I don't know. Skip saying whatever you
Or
say.
what do you mean you agree?
I agree
To what?
that you're a terrible speaker. What?
Are we on the same team?
No. Of course we're not. I'm your friend. I'm your best friend. So of course I'm not gonna side with you. I'm gonna side with them. Oh, oh, continue.
No, that's it.
That's it. Oh, okay.
I don't know. Let's just say this: love is unconditional. It's up to you to figure it out. Up to you, bro. Up to
Tapos
you to
na siya.
figure
Ayaw niya na.
it out.
Okay, speaking of, I hear something, think of a question about what you said earlier. So during arguments and stuff like that, during like when that person like offend you and stuff like that, and during maybe when you have that heat up argument, so how you
Mhm.
gonna handle those kind of situation for you? I mean, like you maybe you experience it, maybe you haven't, but how you gonna how you gonna solve those things? How are you gonna try to like settle things down?
Oh, this is the most basic answer,
Yeah.
but if your emotions, like your mind is like still in that anger sort of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you're both like you and your partner or you and your girlfriend or whatever
Yeah.
is both heated,
Mm-hmm.
right? Nothing's gonna get resolved,
True.
right? You have to let it like the anger, I guess, or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
die down a little bit before talking about it.
Yeah.
Because if you're both still angry, you can both
Say
say
things that
a lot of things.
you don't really mean,
Obviously, you mean it in the moment,
in a moment. Yeah.
but then after, when you calm down, you'll be like, "Damn, why did I
What
say
is?
that?"
Yeah. True.
You know. So the first thing I would say is obviously like don't just like let it go,
True. Yeah.
but
You just settle it.
don't argue. Like don't argue it straight off the bat,
Yeah.
because if you argue, it's just gonna make it worse,
True.
right? But obviously, that's easier said than done.
Easier said than done.
Because when it happens in the
Of
moment, you don't know
course.
what you will do.
Of course, you just because like you wanna say something, then you just release those frustration. Of course.
Mm.
But yeah, that's a good advice. That's a good one. If you're in the moment, try to like not talk about it, but try to like just don't speak. Some for us guys, I think we don't really want to say something because like, for girls they are very vocal.
Careful what you say.
Why?
Careful what you say.
I'm just
Keep going.
saying.
No, no, keep going. Keep going. I just want to see where this goes.
So I'm just saying. Some for me, I mean, like that's general. I mean, like I'm not saying everyone. Maybe most. For what I know, for what I see and not experienced, definitely not experienced. Never experienced it
Go on,
yet.
go on, go
Yeah,
on, go on, go on, go on, keep
yeah.
going.
But what I'm saying is, they're very vocal with how they feel. They're very, they wanna say something what they feel. Then when things hits up and you guys in the moment of argument, I mean, for me, definitely boys or guys will definitely just shut, you know, won't speak because like I think what they're trying to do is you don't want to say something that you'll regret. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But for girls, I mean, like we understand that you girls really like want to say how they feel, express what they feel. I mean, that's nothing wrong with it, but don't say something that you'll regret at the end of it. You know, it's okay to like say, "Oh, I'm angry at you. I'm like this and like that," but don't try to like put that person down and make that person feel terrible. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I say just not I mean, like, of course, control yourself, your emotion, like what you said. But yeah, I mean, for guys, we don't really want to like say something that we regret. But yeah, I do believe that girls is more vocal than boys
Mm-hmm.
in those kind of situation. And yeah, just paano ba? Take it easy. Don't put too much woods or gas on the fire. When you're on spark, just stay on spark, not on flames. No?
And great wording, great wording.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Okay. Oh,
nice.
so what do you want to say? I feel like you're gonna say something.
No, 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 that's it.
That's
I
it.
just wanted to see where you were gonna go with that.
But why? If I go the wrong way, what are you gonna say?
Nothing.
Because
I
I
just
feel
wanted
like
to
you're
see.
gonna say something like,
Well,
"Oh,
I just, obviously, you don't want to offend anyone,
of course not."
right?
Yeah.
You don't want to offend anyone with what you say.
But if you're offended, sorry, not sorry.
You're
I
so
mean,
bad.
like,
You're so bad, bro.
I mean, like, that's how I see it. And if you're offended, then you're offended. What am I gonna do? Have peace, forgive. Yeah. Okay. Continue. Ba't mo ba naisip to man? Ayoko na.
All right. Well, you know
Okay.
what?
Yeah.
I'm getting cold.
I'm not getting cold.
I am.
I'm not getting
It's
cold.
so cold.
It's still early.
It's cold.
It's only 30 minutes.
It's cold.
I don't care. Ano? So what's up?
Well,
You want to add something on it, or like you want to talk about something more, or want to finish this? Of course, we want to finish this.
I'm not. I have nothing else to add to what you said because you didn't say anything wrong. Well, I don't know. It's up to. It's up
Maybe
to.
for you, nothing, nothing wrong.
It's dependent
That's what I'm saying.
on
Depends.
people.
Yeah,
Of what you said is wrong or right.
it's
But
up to them. I
yeah,
don't mind.
I'm.
I don't care. Care. Of course, I care. Viewers yan. Comment down
Oh
below
my god.
kung may mga topic pa kayo, or if you guys have any topics that we can talk about next for our next podcast slash video. Put it down below in the comment section. O basta in the comment section.
Mm.
And we'll see if we're still gonna make videos after this. Maybe this is the first and the last one you guys gonna see us talk about this.
Talk
Be-
about anything.
anything, yeah. And yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I'm getting cold. So
I don't care.
you know what? Okay, thanks. Anyways, like Dan said, we don't have anything to talk
Yeah.
about. Really, we just
But
thought of we
yeah.
just thought about this as like an idea, as to just see what happens. But if there's any ideas, any topics, like Dan said,
Yeah.
chuck it to us.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you guys can help us, please do subscribe, share the video, share the video, please. Yeah. So yeah. So if you're enjoy this video, please follow us, subscribe, and put whatever you want in a comment section. That would help us, and
Or
we
you can
will
hate.
appreciate it. Yeah, or hate comments. At least we have someone commenting in our comment section. But yeah, if you have something else that we can talk about, that will be really great help for us to continue this channel. Oh yeah, by the way, before we finish, what's the name of our channel? I'm still thinking about the Man podcast, or the Man channel, the Man channel,
I I'll
the
just agree
Man.
with it. But anyways, if you have any ideas,
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
like what Dan said,
yeah.
if you have any weird or
Not weird, bro.
funny
I don't want to talk
or
about weird.
cool or
Sad.
yeah, it doesn't if it's topics
Or horror, yeah.
or
We're-
even name ideas
yeah, name ideas as well
for
for our channel.
whatever we're doing here.
Yeah. But I'm still really 100% on that The Man podcast. That's a good name. I like that. The Man podcast.
All right. Well, we'll end it here.
All right, we will
Thank
end it.
you for
Watching,
listening and watching.
listening. Yeah, if you're listening or watching, I don't care, Char. But please do, yeah, like what I said, what we said. Please do comment and help us in this this shenanigan. What's it called? Shenanigan. All right. Have a great day, everyone. See you on the next video.